We're back for the second quarter of the Battle of the Beach Line between Lake Nona and East Rivers. An interesting trophy given to the winner of this game, a surfboard. Interesting name for this rivalry at the Battle of the Beach Line, seeing as neither of these schools are really that close to 528. But nonetheless, Lake Nona leads the all-time series 4-3. East River won the first three matchups between these two teams, and Lake Nona has then rallied off the past four wins. The last winning, Lake Nona won 33-17. Good solid play there by Michael McFarland in the game last season, but this year kind of off to a shaky start. But he's under center right now, and they actually go Wildcat here and snap this one directly to Brad Masari. Don't pick up too much there.
We've seen this same formation a lot of times out of Lake Nona, where they put the guys in the backfield. They let you know that they're going to run it, and they run it. They just come right. They just power up, get some lead blockers in there, and just try to run it forward. There's that formation again.
Tons of blockers there in front of McFarland as he takes the snap. Back to pass. Got a flag on the play. He's going deep down the sideline, trying to hook up. What a diving effort. There's a grab there from Anthony Queeley. But we will see what the flag is. This one probably will be coming back. But what an effort there from Queeley.
Anthony Queeley laid out to get this touchdown. That's an impressive catch. Even if it doesn't count, it's going to go on his highlight film.
Procedure on the offense. 5 yards is 5 a foul. Replay the down.
You erase the 6 from the board. Doesn't take away from the effort there that we saw from Queeley down the sideline, not giving up on the play at all when it looked like it was too deep. But what a way to call that one in and held onto it as he went down to the ground.
Yeah, he stretched out at the end of that play and was able to get it and turn his body so the ball didn't hit first. Way to bring that ball in. These are the penalties that hurt you. You don't want to bring that back. You finally get something going on offense, and you have to come back, take points off the board. Those kind of plays hurt you.
And we hadn't seen too many deep throws from Lake Nona. That was one of the few ones where they actually had a connection and were able to hook up, and then all for naught with that illegal procedure. But McFarland back to pass again. They look for the same exact play going off to the right. And once again, will they call it a catch? They go to the wheel after it works for the first time. They say, Queeley, dial it back up. Not a touchdown this time, but they get inside the red zone here for the first time tonight.
This looks eerie similar to the play that just happened. Here we go, Willie laying out for another ball. He almost gets in the end zone. He's down on the 1, but they said it looks so good, we'll do it again.
Absolutely. Now East River has to expect to see McFarland try and pound this one in with his legs. We'll see what Lake Nona goes with, and they do go QB power off to the right. Hit hard, but he gets in there. Touchdown, Lake Nona on the board.
The defenders from East Ridge actually got to McFarland before he even got to the goal line. It's just that big body, that big frame. He was able to use his power in the lean and get in the end zone. Good job. You'll see the defenders get here. They get there to hit him, but he's just so big, and he's able to use his power and lean up over past the pylon there.
Josh Holland unable to kind of stop his momentum from crossing over the goal line for the touchdown. Kick there from Kai Casey.
Well, it's back a ball game. One score ball game here. Lake Nona gets on the board. Remember, I told you, Lake Nona can put points on the board. They can score quickly. They can definitely rack up some yards on offense.
14-7 now. East River gets ready for this one. But first, we're getting ready to send it right down to Andy Walter.
You know, McFarland may have thrown an interception this game. However, his coach has absolute trust in him. He says he is the smartest kid on the team, and it is proof is in the pudding. A 3.9 unweighted GPA, his only B in 9th grade AP Human Geography. By the time he graduates, he's actually going to already have a year of college done. And on the football field, his smarts show. He is the leader of this team, the natural leader of this team, and he knows exactly what to do on offense. He might have thrown that pick 6 earlier on, but Coach is still sticking with his guy, his number 8, to trust and take the Lake Nona Lions to a victory.
Thank you, Andy. Now we kick this one off. High pooch kick there, stays inbounds. Recovered there by Jeremiah Golston. McFarland, well, basically hasn't signed anywhere to go play, but has Ivy League offers, and that's where Coach Paradiso expects to see McFarland end up going to go play. Multiple Ivy League schools are looking into him. He'll have his own choice for where he wants to go, kind of taking his time and making that decision. We mentioned that 3.9 GPA, one of the captains, one of 4 senior captains here on the Lake Nona team. The Coach Paradiso really relies on all year long to kind of help out and to be the true leaders of this team and to give them kind of all the juice and mojo and everything that they need. So he kind of has faith in them, and we'll see them go back to that well a lot more. They go to end around here, trying to find some blockers. There is Uriah Rajkumar, lowers the shoulder and picks up maybe 1 or 2 yards.
Seemed like a long play for a 1-yard run, but he had to work for every inch of that. He stopped. They run an end around and they're contained. He stopped to pull the defenders inside and was able to outrun them to the outside. But all the rest of the defense from Lake Nona came quick and only held him to 1 yard.
Tyler O'Hara still the QB in the gun, looking to pass, looking off to his left, going up high. There's Rajkumar this time. Rajkumar, a shifty type of guy that Colin drafts, likes to use a lot for the sweeps and bubble screens. But we saw him earlier having that interception return back for the touchdown on defense, so a guy who can make it happen both ways.
You see, once he gets the ball in his hand, he is fast and explosive. Every time he gets the ball in his hand, you just say, woo, look at that boy, look at that guy go.
Serwan Brown trying to draw them in off sides. Looks like he got the call that they were looking for.
Dead ball. Encroachment on the defense. 5 yards to the previous spot. Results in a first down.
You could tell that East River was trying to get that call with the way that Serwan came up to the line. He'll stay in at QB. We'll take this one off to the right. Picks up a few blockers and takes that down the sideline. Solid gain there from Serwan. And it's interesting because when he comes in the game, you basically know that he's going to run and yet still able to pick up yards here.
Yeah, when it's a guy that can run the ball well and you block up front, even if you know that he's going to run the ball, it just frustrates you that much more that you know that he's going to run the ball and you still can't stop him.
$11-yard pickup there by Mr. Brown, nicknamed Fizz here on the team in the Oviedo transfer in his first year here with East River. Averages 5.5 yards a carry. Takes a handoff and takes it up the middle. Hit hard. Looks like he almost fumbled that one. And did he let it go? Looks like the referee is signaling that he was down. As we see coming up from under the pile, that is Juan Cardona with the ball.
Ooh, that was going to be close.
Coach Draft saying he was down. But the referee calls a fumble, and the ball is going the way of Lake Nona. We'll take another look at that one.
Yeah, I think he lets it go here. He just tries to stretch the ball out, and it comes out. Oh, that one is so close. I mean, I don't think either way that it went. I mean, the ball was already moving. It wasn't completely out of his hand, but the ball was moving on its way down.
It looked like, though, he was kind of laying down on the ground, and that elbow is what made the ball come out. Unfortunately, you know that you can't, no high school replay for plays there, but I know that Coach Strass will not be happy with that one. But Lake Nona has a chance to take advantage of the misfortune of the call and can now attempt to try and tie this one up. McFarland looking out to the right, has been a little bit spotty in some of his throws of late. A little trouble connecting on these shorter passes.
Yeah, at the beginning of the game when he came out, I mean, he was dead on all of them. I think it's just this East Ridge defense has been swarming. I mean, they have been everywhere. They've been interrupting things that he want to do. And plus, throwing an interception for a touchdown right there might get you a little shaky at the quarterback position.
Stick with McFarland. The lefty looking off into the slant in the slot position. Incomplete there as he was trying to get that one out to Anthony Quealy. See, the rain has stopped here. Short little shower that we had, now facing a third down. Got to figure East River trying to get this one back after they feel like they were dealt a turnover that was not really a turnover. Thieves will try and pin their ears back and maybe try and get after McFarland here on a fairly obvious passing down. 4 out to the right, but they go draw here with McFarland. He gets out to the left, picks up the first down, lowers his shoulder, gets all the way to the 35-yard line. Big run there. Everyone, their attention looking off to the right. McFarland took it left.
If you see before the play here, they only had on defense, they had 5 guys in the box. You got 5 offensive linemen. You know right from the jump. You know right from the jump that you have the advantage if you rump the quarterback. The quarterback just creates an extra guy. You can get a body on body and make him just go out and be an athlete. Just let him go out and be an athlete. You get a block on everybody, you can make a big pickup on that play.
Holding on the offense. 10 yards to the spot of the foul. Replay, third down.
East River spared, though, with that holding call, so now push them back some yardage there. Coach Paradiso's got to draw up a play. But before we thought it looked like it was going to be a passing opportunity, now even more so seems like it, but you never know what the legs that McFarland has been able to possess. Showing off runs here. He will pass, looking off to the right. This one's down low, but caught. It appears that Queeley's able to get under it, but still not enough for the first down.
You would think that they probably would be thinking about going for it here. This is 4th and a short 4. I mean, it's like 3.5 right here. So looks like they're running the receivers on the field. Looks like they're going to go for it here.
Already a turnover on downs for Lake Nona when they went for it on 4th down earlier in the game. Now here in the second quarter as we approach the 8-minute mark with East River up 14-7.
But when you're a high-power offense, you don't back down from these kind of opportunities. You try to take advantage of them.
McFarland keeps it, hit at the line and brought down a big stop there, a big hit by Samadina Anigbogu.
Big stop right here. Another turnover on downs from this East River defense. This is an excellent play. He penetrates, able to get off a blocker and get down the big body of Michael McFarland. This is a great job by the defensive front from East River.
Anigbogu, a guy that Colin Drafts describes as doesn't realize how good he can be. You see the power there to be able to bring down those churning legs of McFarland and give that ball back to East River. So that turnover just turns right back into the East River offense getting the ball back.
And more importantly, he was getting blocked on the play. So he was able to shed off that blocker and take down a big quarterback. That was a great play by the kid.
Tyler O'Hara in as a QB looking out to number 14. That one gets popped up in the air and that one hits the ground, not able to be getting none of that one for the interception. That one hung up in the air for it seemed like an eternity if he had to have been Tyler O'Hara.
Yeah, and this Lake Nona defensive front was able to get in the backfield and interrupt him. As you see, he tried to pump. He didn't have anybody open, brought it back down, and the East Ridge defenders in the front was all up in his face.
O'Hara stays in the game. Just a signal from the call from Coach Drafts. Looking out deep in space there. Easily finds Raj Kumar, who was just kind of sitting there in the zone, found that soft spot.
Yeah, it looked like on this play, they tried to fake the bubble. They send somebody out in the bubble. Usually everybody runs straight to the bubble. You're able to hit that guy sitting down there, and he can turn up the field and make a big game. It was a good job by Lake Nona's defense, staying home, not going for the fake out to the bubble, and being able to tackle him once he caught that ball.
Feeding time here in the stands. The pizza being passed out, trying to eat greedy is the East River offense. O'Hara, a junior, for their first third down conversion of the game, trying to find a man looking deep for number 11, Brendan Easley. This one hangs up in the air and is easily intercepted there and brought back by Chris Smith. He's got some blockers, cuts it off to the left, still on his feet, fumbles the ball. Flag on the play.
This ball hung up in the air. Chris Smith was actually back there, was able to make a play. He went up and got this ball at his highest point too. You teach that to DBs all the time. You tell them, hey, ball up in the air, you go up and get it at its highest point, and that's what he did on that play.
After the change of possession, during the return of the interception, a block in the back on the return team. 10 yards to the spot of the foul. First down.
So we will push him back 10 yards. That's Chris Smith with the interception. Chris Smith playing both ways here for Lake Nona. You see him getting up and getting that one.
I mean, he gets it at his highest point, and he's able to get up the field and get a lot of yards back for their offense to start. Unfortunately, they were backed up by a penalty, but that was a good job by him going up and getting it at his highest point. This has been the tale of the turnover so far in this first half.
Come on, defense. Watch 12 out of the backfield.
McFarland in the gun with all out to his white Aracena. Looking for a man, connects there. Rad Masari.
There you saw a good throw and catch from McFarland right there.
Excuse me, that was Ricardo Ambert with the catch. We have our second water break of the game. Lake Nona trying to drive down the field after getting yet another turnover, looking to even this one up as we have 7 left in the second quarter. Welcome back to East River High School. The Falcons clinging on to a 14-7 lead, but Lake Nona has the ball to return back from our second water break of the game. Your sports, your teams, your schedule. To catch up on everything in sports across Central Florida and Tampa Bay, be sure to watch Your Sports every night beginning at 6 right here on channel 1147. Your Sports Tonight has the latest news, scores, and highlights, and is only available to Bright House Network's customers. The Lake Nona offense still out on the field, looking to equalize this game. They send a runner in motion there, but hand this one off to Brad Masari. Pack the stands pink. East River showing off their pink. Make sure you guys send out those tweets, hashtag BHSN pink, so we can feature how you feel about this rivalry. We got a good one so far, just under 6 left with East River. They got out to the big lead. Not a big lead, but a surprising lead, some might say. Moving out in motion there is Aracena. McFarland looking for some men, doesn't find anything he likes, and then gets brought down by Brandon Garrity.
Good job by this defensive front from East Ridge. They've been back there giving McFarland trouble all day. Brandon Garrity's able to bring him down and gets off a blocker, get in the backfield. McFarland is looking. The secondary's got everybody guarded. He's trying to get up the field and gain some yards with his legs, but the defensive line is able to contain him and bring him down.
We mentioned that Twitter. Make sure you tweet at us at BHSN. Put the hashtag at BHSN Pink. We will feature you if you have some good things you want to say. Looking there, the hook up, waiting for the ball there was Lake Nona in the offense. That was number 13 once again with yet another catch, Ricardo Ambert.
That's a big-time throw for McFarland. You're on the opposite hash, and you run an out route out to this side. It seems like that ball is going to be up in the air forever. And these defenders from East River has already taken one back to the house. That's just a big-time throw. Here we go on 4th and 3 again. They decide to go for it. This Lake Nona team isn't scared to go for it on 4th down.
We've got movement on the line. Ethan Jacoby.
Dead ball. False start on the offense. 5 yards from previous spot. Remains 4th down.
Looked like they were getting in that power set and going to run the ball off this left edge again with McFarland. Just got a little bit anxious there and took off before the snap. They're still going to go for 4th and 8. That's the confidence of the Lake Nona offense.
And Josh, watch this, Josh.
Still with the blockers in front of him for McFarland. See if they try to draw them off sides here. Changing off the count. And they snap this one off. McFarland looking to pass, looking deep there. Almost hauled in there from Alex Marshall, but not able to. The defense too solid there. With O.J. Skinner in there to help break that pass up.
In this set, on 4th and 8, you only got one receiver out here. You got a corner underneath and a safety over top. He still almost brought this ball in and almost brought it down for the conversion on 4th. But good job by these East River defensive backs defending the only receiver that was out there. They received him. I mean, they guarded him with the corner up underneath and the safety over the top. That's just good coverage.
East River heading out there after another turnover on downs by way of Lake Nona. Still 14-7, just under 4 minutes left here in the second quarter. O'Hara in the game, sending a man in motion. Takes it off and looks off to his right, looking for a wide open. Once again, Jose Garcia, the wheel route, undefeated.
Second time they've ran Jose Garcia on this little sneak route. Sneaks him out to the outside. This time they didn't roll up.
Roughing the passer on the defense.
That's going to tack 15 more yards onto this play. That's a big play for this East Ridge offense. They get a big stop, and oftentimes, again, you see you get a big stop. What do? You go for the gusto on the first play for scrimmage on offense. This is big. He just drops back, boom, hits him on his wheel right, this wheel route, puts it right there in the bread basket, and he's able to come up with a big game.
Jose Garcia came into tonight without any receptions and already has 2 to his name. One of them being that first touchdown of the game, and they keep O'Hara in at QB with Garcia in the backfield. They hand it off to Garcia. He goes up to the middle looking for the end zone, not able to get there.
They're putting Garcia wherever the ball is.
Garcia, guy, even though they have him at running back, Coach Strapp says, he's so versatile. He catches the ball out of the backfield a lot and can play some wide receiver as well.
Well, you just seen that in this first half. He will be out. It'll look like it's 4 wide, but he'll actually be a running back that's out there in a slot or outside of the receiver position.
Orlando Pagan, the lead blocker at the fullback. They go to Garcia once again, hit right as he's getting about to the 2 or 3 yard line.
They're sticking it with Garcia. I mean, he's the guy that's made plays for him. He made all of the biggest plays that they've had this game. He's having a wonderful game tonight.
Ready for the call in on the field. Looks like they've got Serwan Brown in at the QB position now. They might try and run this one in with him, and he keeps this one, looks off to his left, and does not have anything doing for himself. That's number 74, Jacob Jackson from the nose guard position, bringing down Brown.
Yeah, you see he just tries to follow his blockers out to the left, but big Jacob Jackson is able to penetrate the offensive line and disrupt things in the backfield. Brings the runner down.
So a key 4th down here for East River, looking to go up 21-7.
East River giving Lake Nona a little dose of their own medicine right here, going for it on 4th. Look like they're going to drain this clock down as far as they can drain it and then call a timeout.
It'll be East River ball when we start the second half. Lake Nona won the toss.
Timeout, East River.
To
their first charge timeout of the half.
So if East River can score here, they'll look in pretty good drivers and they can make a stop to send it into half up 21-7. Want to think this one over as you get ready for 4th down.
Yeah, this is important. You get in here and you can get up 2 scores. This is a big play for them because you want to bring your team to the sideline and you want to make sure that they got the play right, that everybody knows what they have to do, go out and execute it and get a score.
It was Jacob Jackson with that stop to make it a 4th down. Andy has more on the Jackson Twins.
Well, the Jackson twins, Jeremy and Jacob, number 74 and number 54. Coach Paradiso actually said that he could not tell them apart for years. Last year, he just kind of referred to them as the Jackson brothers. And this year, finally, he's trying his best, still can't do it. The problem is last year, at least, they were a little bit different size. Jacob, number 74, was smaller. Now they're the same size. Jacob gained weight. He has no idea what to call either one of them. They're just the Jackson brothers, Jeremy and Jacob. They love having their best friend on the team and tell me that they actually want to continue this twin tandem. Next year, they want to go on to college together.
Thank you very much, Andy. And it looks like East Rivers electing to go for the field goal here, a 23-yarder. Aldo Barahona only kicked one field goal all year long. So this is only attempt number 2. Gets it up, splits the end up right, puts it up for his second field goal made of the year. The first one he made was 44 yards for a celebration at the end of the half. This one close to the end of the first half. Puts 3 on the board for East River.
Well, listen, I've seen this guy kicking in warm-ups, and he's had his second field goal of the year, but it ain't because he can't kick. They must not be getting themselves into situations where they need him, because he can kick this ball a long ways. See, he just drops it in, and he goes for the good old basketball and soccer flop right there. He's trying to get his team a first down, an automatic first down right there.
Unable to get the call. That might have been when we saw Coach Drafts talking to him after he made that kick, kind of maybe trying to instruct him a little bit more. If you're going to do it, you got to sell it all, though. But either way, still puts 3 on the board for East River, and he'll get ready to kick this one off. Got to get a little bit more of that flap action in.
Little soccer flair. He's a kicker. Can't blame the guy for trying to get his team automatic first down.
Anthony Manning back deep. Great shot there from our camera crew.
I got that Richard.
This one is off and deep. And he lets it fly over his head.
Let's go.
You mentioned Coach Draft when he was talking to Aldo afterwards.
He just tells him, hey, listen, you cannot be out there flailing. You got to have a case, huh?
Like when you read this, he said, do you understand that at the end? Kind of, you know, that does not fly. So Lake Nona here trying to make something happen with a minute 21. They'll dial up the 2-minute drill.
This East River defense has been everywhere. I mean, Lake Nona has a powerful offense. You believe in them, they can do a 2-minute drill, but this defense has been stingy today.
McFarland to Alex Marshall, brought down with the tackle from Andrew Mingus.
Louisville Saint has been good over there at corner all day. He broke up 2 passes earlier. Right here, of course, he's playing it a little bit safe, but he's able to bring the receiver down as soon as he catches the ball for a short game.
Not much doing there.
Third down, coach. Third down.
Third down as we are under 45 seconds left here. Looks like Lake Nona will be content to take this one into the half, down 17-7. Not much hustle being shown by them.
It'd be interesting to see if East River would have called a timeout right here to try to get it stopped, get this ball back.
McFarland takes the snap, looks off left, looking deep. Too much sauce on that for Quealy. So now 4th down. We'll see if they elect to punt this one off. Could have, like you said, could have been more time on the clock right now for East River. They were able to get the stops.
Yeah, but in that situation, if East River was to call a timeout there, you know that Lake Nona would have ran the football and forced them to use the last one.
They punt and get this one off and sent deep back running. There is Jeremiah Golston. Picks it up off the bounce, and it's brought down there. Not much yardage there. 47-yard punt.
I'll tell you what, we are seeing some big-time kickers here today. Punting, kicking, all of it has been good on these special teams. 47-yard punt. That's amazing.
Now, left right there. I want you to look at the center of film.
We'll probably have one play left here. We'll see if Lake Nona will bring the house, or if East River will just be content with a 17-7 lead and will kneel this one out. They've got Tyler O'Hara in the game at QB, so they might try and go for some type of pass here. But he will take the knee, giving East River a 17-7 lead as we prepare for halftime. East River got out up 14-0. Lake Nona got on the board to make it a ball game, but Lake Nona giving up a field goal to East River. Andy down on the sideline with Colin Drafts.
Coach Drafts, you're pretty fired up here. This is exactly the kind of opening you needed.
Yeah, I feel great about it. Guys are coming out, playing with emotion and playing with passion. And, you know, I feel really good about it right now.
I'd say obviously the turnovers have been the thing that has affected you guys the most and helped you guys the most. What are you going to be telling your team during the half to continue to get after the Lake Nona Lions?
Do your job, stay the course. Turnover battle, like you said, we've done a decent job of protecting the football. We had one time right there with Sawan trying to get an extra yard he didn't have to get, but the defense is playing great right now. We keep on hitting that QB and putting pressure on him. I think we'll be okay.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, thanks.
Thank you, Andy. Coach Drafts told us before the game the key to the game would be getting to Michael McFarland and rallying him. They've definitely done that. They had a pick six to make it 14-0. Turnovers have been the theme of the game. The first play of the game after a turnover was an East River touchdown. 17-7. They are up 10. Falcons flying high.